you know Marvel versus Capcom?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I just started that motherfucker up. Like I just heard that shit. I'm like, yo, what is this? And then it's just changing, and you hear the drums come, and then it goes to some drill shit.
Bro.
I said, hold on, these little niggas not playing. And then Santana like, I see nothing in your some drill shit. And I'm like, this nigga stupid. Nigga, I was going crazy in the crib. I'm like, yo, what the fuck, bro? Yo, it's your boy Hakeem, and you're watching Our Generation Music. And today, I'm with a star in the making, Slump6s.
What's up?
How you doing today, my boy?
I'm chilling, bro. I'm just experiencing LA. My second time out here, but I'm just trying to make the most of it.
Yeah, beautiful place.
Definitely.
Vibes is crazy. It's finally warm out. COVID restrictions are gone. I saw you uploaded a pic last night of you and the gang performing. You, Kobe, Santana.
Yeah.
Man, what was y'all doing? I said you was at a party or something?
So basically, like, Zach brings us to places you really wouldn't expect us to even be in. So he brought us to this club thing he's DJing at. And we have our own section or whatever. We're just chilling. And then when Zach shows up, he brought us to like the actual DJ portion of the club. And at that point, they're just playing songs. They're playing songs, whatever. And then Zach looks at us and then looks back. And then we can hear the dun, 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 da, da, da. And Santana was on the whole other side of, I think, the room. So we grabbed him and then we just came over. And then I looked away, like I looked towards the actual like amount of people that were there. And then I looked back and I can just see Santana sitting on this little ledge in front of the actual DJ booth. Just, yeah.
A movie.
So we all just got up. It was me and Kobe. And there was a whole bunch of other people from their Santana's friends. And we just all got up there and we just performed the song.
Fucking movie, man. I wish I was there for that, man.
It was crazy.
And shout out Zach, man. Zach be getting the nigga into the good parties, man.
Definitely, bro.
Shout out him. He's doing a lot of dope work right now in the underground. Really proud to see his label and where it goes and everything. But I want to go back to your story. This is your first interview. We got a lot of things to cover. You've been going crazy in a very short amount of time, so we're gonna do our best to get everything squared away. Where are you from, and like how old are you?
I'm from. It's a really small city in New York. I'm from Rochester, New York.
Okay.
It's like 5 hours away from New York City. It's literally like right next to Canada. But I'm 16. I go into junior year after this summer. So yeah.
Going into junior year 16. I don't actually think you're going into junior year. I don't think you're gonna go to school.
Man, I gotta finish up that school, man.
You're gonna do it?
Even though I don't want to, I still gotta finish that school. I still gotta get that diploma.
Not even online school or nothing?
I did online school this year and I just couldn't, I couldn't force myself to do the school knowing that there's hundreds of other things I could be doing. And then on top of that, I hate putting my downfall on other people, but the teachers really weren't doing nothing. They would put a little assignment on Google Classroom and call it a day. And if people did
getting it done actually?
I was getting it done for the first month. And then from there on, it was just it felt like I had no reason to finish the work just because
shit was going up.
So I had exactly, bro. I had one thing that was going skyrocketing and it was just hard to balance both of them. But I'm still gonna graduate. Trust.
All right, man. We gonna see.
Definitely.
I'm in favor for you actually going to school, whether it's actually going to school, making it work in some way, or going online school. Because I still think as much as all y'all are going crazy right now, y'all still need that sense of normalcy.
It's just a pride thing for me. If I didn't finish school, it would just, I don't know. It was something in me would be irritated or felt like I didn't complete something. I love the feeling of completing something.
That's good. That's actually good. That's gonna definitely benefit you in your rap career for sure.
Yeah.
100%. Where do you feel like you get that sense of pride from? Is like your parents or your
Definitely,
family?
yeah, definitely my parents, like especially my dad. Like my dad he takes pride in everything he does, regardless if it goes good or bad. So I really give credit to him for a lot of the things, lot of the ways I act, and and how I carry myself.
That's dope, man.
Mm.
Yeah, my dad was a teacher. He used to force teaching on me and shit. And I was like, nigga, no. I was like, no, I'm not like going to school, bro. Like, I don't care about that shit. But I'm glad it's the opposite for you.
No, yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
He's really a big part of my career, my life, everything.
So like, you're going crazy and everything. Like, did you like running downstairs, telling your mom like, yo, I'm kind of like heating up, da da da. Like, what do they think of this whole thing of you?
Well.
You know?
So, like, my mom, she's, it's only literally been recently that she's found out that I'm really, like, stuff is starting to go really well in my career. It wasn't like I was hiding it from her. It was just the fact that I knew it wasn't something that she doesn't even really listen to rap like that.
Or even want to hear it.
Exactly. So, to hear that, it's like, okay, she really doesn't understand the seriousness of it.
Typical mom shit, exactly. Like, nigga, did you do your homework? Are you talking about some rap shit? Like, the fuck?
Exactly.
SoundCloud.
But
better book cloud, nigga.
Not for real. But my dad though, he's always been like, he's been in tune with all of my music since I started up until today. He's always been playing a big part of my music, always keeping me going. So he's up to date with literally everything that's going on, up to date with my recording process, where I'm at, all that.
So was he the one that bought you all the equipment? Like, where did you first start like recording?
So I first started recording because my dad owned a studio in his apartment. Crazy enough, right? So like I was like 5, and he had like this. He had a whole studio set up, like speakers, monitors, a booth, everything. So I was like, I think he had Pro Tools at the time, and I had no clue what I was doing, but he at least put a beat on, and it would be like some Justin Timberlake or Justin Bieber, like some 2000. That's
a great music taste right there. Those are goats.
Yeah, I mean, but
I think that was around the time Future Sexy Love Sounds or whatever.
I have no clue. But when there was this little apartment, and he would throw on a beat, and I would just put the headphones on, put the mic to the lowest part, because I was like
little baby
6.
in there. You wasn't as tall as you are now.
Tall at all. And I would just sing into the mic. I didn't know what I was saying. I was just singing. And as time went on, I mean, I like to think that from there till now, that translated very well into me, like how my recording process is now at home and stuff. But yeah, that was really like my first ever taste of like recording music myself and hearing how I sound on a beat and stuff.
So it was like from you were 5, you were doing
literally from like when I was just hit kindergarten.
Okay. And you bought your own home setup after that?
Yeah, like, okay, so the first, like, when I personally wanted to start music myself, I had Apple headphones, and I used to record off iMovie.
Bro.
It was a crazy process. And then I upgraded to GarageBand, still on my phone, but I used that for like a couple months. And then I eventually so this is when I met Faygo. I was a huge fan of Faygo. And he had like this group, it was called Runner Boy, and it had a whole bunch of people that are really going crazy like now, like Chulo, some producers, Bryce, Y2. It was just a big collective.
All going crazy, yeah.
Exactly. So when I first joined there, once they found out that I was recording off my phone, they're like, bro, you got to get a laptop, bro. It can make you sound way better. So I eventually got a laptop of my own, and my friend gave me a Blue Snowball. So I was recording off of that for like the next year or so. And I was just saving up. And I got a new mic. And then after that, I would save up. Then I would get a speaker. Exactly. It was a long process to the setup that I have now. But in the end, it was all worth it.
What were you doing for money? Like, were you
I was selling features, repost, promo, just anything I could do just to get like $100, $200, $300.
Your structure of business is already in place.
Yeah.
A hustler, baby.
Exactly.
I like that, man. Well, okay. You're tall as fuck. Shocked the fuck out of me. I'm thinking you about to be short. This nigga coming is taller than me, 6'1", 6'2". We don't know yet. He might go to the doctors next week and figure it out or whatever. But this nigga's tall as shit. Did you play any sports or anything growing up?
Yeah, I mean, like, to this day, I've played soccer almost all my life.
Soccer?
Like, yeah.
Not basketball?
And surprisingly enough, not basketball. But I was a goalie when I played soccer. And then it was up until, like, I started playing for school that I actually played field. I played midfield. And I still play for my school. And basketball, I picked that up in 7th grade. I just play it really just to play it. Like that's my favorite sport to play and watch.
Soccer?
No, basketball.
Okay.
Basketball is my favorite sport to just play. Like I could watch a whole basketball game.
So you a Knicks fan?
I'm personally
York,
I don't have a favorite team.
Careful.
My favorite team to like that I wish would win more was the Clippers, but they suck. So
them niggas do be blowing it, bro.
But,
oh my God. Shout out Kawhi though, man.
Shout out Kawhi. But
wish he could do what he did for Toronto in LA.
They gonna get it together eventually.
They will.
But then I played lacrosse, but I stopped playing this year. Like
I wanted to play lacrosse.
It's a fun sport. It was just like that. I realized more and more that I wasn't gonna have time to do lacrosse and do music. Like, especially because lacrosse is towards the end of the year.
Yeah.
So I was realizing more and more that, like, I had to put more time into music. So this year I just didn't play lacrosse.
I feel that. Yeah, no. I wanted to play lacrosse, and then until I seen them niggas conditioning and running, like, they had to run around the town. I was like...
No, it gets bad. Like, and on top of that, you literally just get whacked with sticks for hours.
I know. It looks fun though. Like
no, it is because your adrenaline is so high. That shit don't really even matter. But after the game, like 2 hours, you gonna feel every hit. No cap.
Oh God. Well, all right. You got a very, very interesting name. Slump6s.
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 Yeah.
So it's not sixes.
It's not, and a lot of people do that same thing. Yeah, it's 6S.
So all right. How did you come up with this name? Like,
okay, so this is it dates all the way back to when I was in like 7th grade. So I was a huge fan of Ski Mask and Slump God. Like Ski Mask X, both of them.
Shout out.
Literally like super fan. Like I would learn his songs word for word, both of them. Like it was crazy.
Yeah.
So like originally it was like Lil Slump. Like that was like the first like form of it. But everybody had Lil at the time. It was like 2016, so everybody was Lil this, Lil that, Lil this.
Lil microphone.
Exactly.
Orange
literally
peel.
Lil anything. But then like I wanted to make it different. So like it was just a long thought process. So the 6S basically like it's like an abbreviation for the word successful. Like 6S is just basically success.
Oh, okay. That's hard. I like that.
And the slump part, slump obviously means like you're like knocked out. And you're dreaming when you're knocked out. So dreaming about success. That's like the whole thing.
All right, Lil nigga. All right.
It was a long time coming.
I'm thinking you about to explain some taco shit. Like, I ate a taco and I was slumped. And it was 6 of them or some shit.
Nah.
He's like, nah, nigga, we really out here. Like,
nah,
really putting a lot of thought into it, man. That's good,
lot,
bro.
And it just stuck ever since. Just because, like, everybody thinks numbers in their name is weird. I mean, like, to a certain extent it is. Some of them be looking like a gamer tag. But, like, me, I had to strategically figure out a name that would fit me. And Slump6s has been my name up until now, like 4 years later.
Hard, man. Very hard. Very unique. Okay, being a kid, one of the best things about being a kid, man, is watching cartoons and movies. Maybe movies we shouldn't be watching. What were you watching growing up and shit? Like, what kind of cartoons and shit?
So, I mean, growing up, I was always with my grandma, and my grandma didn't have cable. So we would watch whatever came on the TV.
Jerry Springer.
That was on all the time.
Shouldn't be watching Jerry Springer.
Even though I shouldn't, but it was on.
But it's a banger, bro.
They was going crazy.
Bro.
But cartoon-wise, the stuff that was on the no cable things was like Clifford and like Super Y. And then like when we started getting cable, that was around the time like when Regular Show and Adventure Time was out. Those are my go-tos. Like I would watch those nonstop. Those are my shows that I've like up until now. I've rewatched Regular Show like 4 times.
Regular Show's a banger.
Yeah, I love Regular Show.
Adventure Time is another banger.
Definitely.
Chowder.
Oh my God, I love
Chowder.
that show.
Was lit. Everyone keeps saying look like Chowder with this hat I have. But Chowder was lit.
Nah, Chowder is fire.
Did you ever watch like Toonami and shit? Like,
nah.
You don't know what Toonami is?
Mm-mm.
Oh, he did. They did cancel Toonami a while ago. That's more our shit, but fuck, man. Toonami was like peak cartoon TV, bro. It would bring you like Dragon Ball Z, One Piece, Justice League.
Yeah, it had to be tough.
Fuck, man.
Oh, Teen Titans was crazy too.
Well, which one though? Y'all had the little annoying kid
hell
one?
No,
Or?
Teen Titans Go is terrible. If you watch Teen Titans Go, yeah, bro, you got it, bro. But their first Teen Titans was crazy,
bro. Oh, with Slade.
Oh my gosh, they had like then Teen Titans Go. They made Robin like this annoying ass little kid.
Yeah,
the regular Teen Titans, he was not playing no games.
He's a real like real gangster, real bad man. Robin is a bad man. Yeah. We just need Robin to fully get the updated Jamaican colors. Oh man. Well, you spoke about being inspired by X and Ski earlier. Before we really deep dive into that, like who were your other like inspirations and everything?
Uzi. Like Uzi was like the first like melodical rapper I've ever listened to.
Mm-hmm.
Like when I first got introduced to X and Ski, it was really like I didn't really know much about SoundCloud to begin with.
Yeah.
So it was just basically anybody that popped up in my recommended was who I would end up listening to. And a lot of it would be like no auto type rappers. But it was like my friends in my city were really heavy on Uzi, and I just never really got it because it was just like X is hard with no auto tune. So it was
once in a lifetime talent.
No, literally, like
never see that again. That was insane of a time period.
There's nothing in my head that could top what X
he was really about to be the best rapper, number one. No one could have convinced me otherwise. He's got songs that have 1 billion streams and songs at 900 million. Like, bro, this nigga X, and we're talking about like multiple songs.
Oh yeah,
like dude was different, man. Like
he was where it was at, man.
So sad, man.
But
he's even your icon on YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that. I was
yeah. I had him as my icon for almost I've had him as my icon on almost every social media at least like twice.
Okay. Well, what was your, he obviously influenced you a lot. What was your your first your favorite song by him?
It was this song. Oh my gosh, it's called "Pretend Like We're Numb." I think it's called. It has this sample that's like.
Sing that shit.
I'm
fucking with you.
Bro, I don't listen to that song often because it makes me so it just makes me think about everything, bro. That's the first song that genuinely got me in my feelings, bro. Like I was just sitting there mind you, I'm in 8th grade. I'd never been in a serious relationship before, but it felt like I was in a 3-year relationship and just got clean out a breakup.
Hey, that's the best type of music when it make you feel like you ain't done shit that you thinking about.
Oh, it had me sitting there I had to rethink life, bro.
That's good music, mood music, man.
No cap, really
good music. Like I love R&B and shit like that. Should just evoke emotion and really make you feel some type of way. I miss that, man.
Definitely.
Need more feeling in music. Well. So you're big on Discord, right? You use Discord to when you cook up and just to connect with your fans and building your community and everything. Like what made you decide to do that?
Well, I've only been on Discord for I'll say like 8 months. And the reason being was because like a lot of my friends were just on Discord at first, and I always thought it was just like a nerdy place. Like Discord to me seemed like you were a real try hard at video games. Like I thought Discord was like a PS4 game chat times like 100. So I felt like if you use Discord, you were a top tier nerd until I got on it, obviously. But yeah, at first I didn't even know how to use it. Like when people, the word deafen to me was just like confusing. But yeah, I've been using Discord for a while. I've met plenty of people on Discord. I met plenty of good people on Discord. Me and a lot of my friends that I've met online have been through Discord. It was really just a good place to connect, and we're on there almost like every day, just chopping it up. Sometimes we'll have big recording sessions. We'll just do everything.
That's crazy. You know what I love about you guys? You guys are all like, as much as the the SoundCloud era has existed before, you guys are also creating a new community within it.
Definitely. Especially like with talent being so young, it's always just rapid. Like there's always gonna be something new.
Well, all right. I want to know this. Like, how do you guys because all you guys work together, and you guys are all like, in a sense, helping each other, and you guys are creating this community, and it's creating fans, creating buzz, and everything. How do y'all know to go about like, yo, he hard? Like, what are y'all gauging? What are you looking for into someone that y'all around y'all peer?
Personally, me, your music could be the best I've ever heard, but it's like if I can't sit down and have an actual conversation with you, then it's hard to consider you like my bro. Like stuff like that, it goes a long way. Like we can be cordial, we can work. That's perfect. But for me to have you in my circle, I need to be able to feel like I'm comfortable around you. If I feel like I have to force the way I act around somebody, then I can't mess with them. But a lot of the people that are in my circle, they're cool outside of music.
Yeah.
And a lot of the people that we do mess with don't even feel like they can take music serious, and then really we'll just help them build that confidence. We'll give them pointers. We'll help out what they need to work on. And we have like my circle really has a little bit of everything. We have producers. We have people that are great with engineering. Like it's a little bit of everything.
So are you recording yourself and sending it to other kids?
Sometimes that's how it is. Like personally, I'll record myself, but I know that there's some people that will record themselves and then send their like vocals to Majin, because Majin can produce and engineer. Like
let's have a Majin section right now, because Majin is just turned 13 or 14.
Yeah, I think he's 13 right now.
And this man is you guys are all collectively creating a sound right now. He's the producer behind it. Got this little drum roll that be coming in like this random drum roll. I think I don't know. But yeah, he got this drum roll coming in that's fucking insane. Like I'm just like, but it's just mixed with this like anime and distorted sound, and it's just like, bro, like what the fuck, man? Like, how did you guys meet Majin?
I met Majin's because like the first time I ever talked to him was because he had a song that he produced for Autumn. It was called Mufasa. That shit was crazy. Yeah. So that was the first time I ever hit him up. And then, like, we didn't really talk that much. And then he was I was in a Discord, and he was asking to join it. So when he joined it, he was a chill person. Like we were just talking for hours. So then that just built from there. Then we started working. We started making more songs on his beats, and it's been history ever since.
Okay. What do you feel like he brings out of you, like as an artist? Like,
rapping on a Majin's beat will bring a lot out of you that you wouldn't even expect to hear, to see. Like his beats, like
pockets you gotta rap in.
His beats will make you have a whole new energy, bro. I can't record on his beats with people in my house because I'll be too loud. Like, and I'll turn the speakers full blast and just start jumping around. Like I'm telling you that, like something about the way he produces will just change your outlook on recording music.
And most of this with you guys, right? It's all an internet relationship. Most of y'all haven't even met in person yet.
This is the first time I ever met Santana.
That's crazy. So how did you and Baby Santana meet?
Well, we met and like me and him didn't like each other at first.
Oh,
like
what? Elaborate a little bit on the.
It was really just like the fact that Santana was 12 when I met him. I was 14.
Yeah.
And me being 14, like he would be a 12-year-old kid and he would do 12-year-old things.
Yeah.
And I like at the time I had a little buzz in the underground. I had like 2,000 followers. He had like 500. And it was just like to this day I don't even mess with little kids. They be annoying me. But there's obviously Majin and Tana. They're just now becoming teenagers, so they're an exception.
Yeah.
But
I feel like they're also like
they're really mature for their
They're
age.
maturing. Yeah. Like, you know, as much as I met them, like I be forgetting you guys are all so young.
No,
and that's an understandable reason because they're just like age gap there.
Exactly.
You're probably into like all different types of shit.
Exactly.
He's talking to you about probably Minecraft and you don't really care.
No, but it wasn't really anything too big. It wasn't anything like too serious. It was just like I'd be like, bro, you're a little kid.
Yeah.
Mind you, I'm a little kid, but I thought I was 21. Anyways, but then after all that, we got past all that.
Which is good.
Yeah, it was definitely needed. We started getting into Discord calls and we started like we didn't make our first song until like 3 months of us being friends. And our first song wasn't even like an antisocial type song. It wasn't like it was a rock song.
Y'all was making rock music?
It was called.
You like rock music?
I don't even listen to it like that, but it was just the fact that it was something different. Like I just wanted to try something different. And it's called it was called Friends, and that was like it wasn't anything like too crazy, but it was just something different for me. It wasn't like what everybody else was doing.
Yeah.
And then we were still friends. We would still talk all the time. And then we made this song called Surgeon. And that was like a hard 808 type beat with a crazy sample. And that song, it didn't really do numbers like out of the normal, but to me that was like my favorite song at the time. Then we were working all the time. We were seeing each other's sound develop. And then like that's when Antisocial, like Tana was live on Instagram with somebody else. I forgot who it was, and they were like, "Play the Socially Annie song," because I'm assuming like he played the song for them before. And he played it on live, and I don't even think he knew I was in the live at the time, so he was playing it. And I'm looking at my phone and I just hear the whole song being played. And I was like, this is crazy. And then I hear Santana. He's like, I'm going to get Slump on this. And this is going to be Surgeon too. Because at the time, the last song we had was Surgeon.
Yeah.
So he's like, this is going to be Surgeon too. So he ends it live. We get in the Discord call.
Yeah.
And he's like, I'm about to send you this. I'm like, all right, bet. So he sends me Antisocial. And he's like starting to blow up off of Prada and 14 on TikTok. Those were
him and Dami.
Those are the songs that were going crazy. And like somebody asked us, I think Majin asked us, he was like, do you think this will be a TikTok song? And we're like, no.
That don't sound like no,
because it wasn't the sound that TikTok was blowing up at the time. But we were like, that it really didn't matter to us. It was just a good song. We liked the song. So I sent the song back, and then we were in another Discord, and then we played the song on like this little bot thing, which will like play the song for us. And we forgot to delete the link. So they leaked the song like the next like 2 hours. So we were like, oh my God, what are we going to do?
Might as well put it out.
We put it out the next day. Like the next day of us recording it, we just put it out. Like I said, it wasn't our assumption that it was gonna blow up like it did at all. But every day it was just like a new 10,000, new 20,000, 30,000.
Yeah, that song Antisocial is crazy, bro. Like, I'm sitting in my house and I'm like, and it come across, and I'm like, I'm gonna throw this shit on. And I just hear it and it's starting. And I felt like I just loaded up remember, Marvel versus Capcom?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I just started that motherfucker up. And like, I just heard that shit. I'm like, yo, what is this? And then it's just changing. And you hear the drums come, and then it goes to some drill shit.
Bro.
I said, hold on. These little niggas not playing. And then Santana like, I see nothing in your some drill shit. No. And I'm like, this nigga stupid. Nigga, I was going crazy in the crib. I'm like, yo, what the fuck, bro?
Nah, no
the
cap.
Fuck, bruh?
He was spazzing, bro.
Bruh. Man.
No,
It had me like, bruh, come on now. All right. At what point, well, before I say this, where'd you get this Dakota? Who was Dakota?
Okay, so Dakota was like my first ever rap name.
Okay.
Like, but I just didn't like it at the time. Like, it didn't feel like it fit. But like, as time went on, like my first like nickname per se was 600.
Okay.
Just because it stemmed from the 6 in my name.
Yeah.
But like it didn't felt like it fit what I was doing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know, just something in my head was just telling me it wasn't right. So like when I made this song called Up It, it was really like my first song where I started doing like this, like the aggressive type flow. And there, like that was like my first, like, it felt like I was a whole different person when I made that song. It didn't feel like I was a 600 guy. It felt like I was like some rock star, bro. Like, hearing the whole song. And then like I would think about it more and more, like how do I explain what I'm doing? Like, how do I explain this flow? How do I explain this like persona? And then that's where I always was thinking of like a different name. And then I just thought
went
to bring
back.
Dakota
You just went back home,
exactly.
man. You just went back to the origins.
And then in Antisocial 2, like the first line of my verse was "Don't make me bring out Dakota."
Yeah.
And that, like, from there on, everybody just like that's what they call me.
Yeah. So all right. At what point did you and Santana know you guys were gonna make a EP? The Dakota.
I think we were gonna make an EP before Antisocial even dropped, but we just never did because me and Santana are really picky. Like, we get beats from really big producers and won't use them just because, like, we're really picky when it comes to beat selection.
I sound like young Lucky's. Lucky's the same way.
It gets.
They probably get mad and shit.
They get mad all the time, but it's like, bro, like, stuff like that is really important. Like, people, I don't know how people can just go and rap on anything, bro, because like I need to at least feel like I can do good on this beat in order for me to do good on the beat. If I don't feel like I can go crazy on the beat, then I more than likely won't.
Okay.
But yeah, that's why Dakotaromani, the process of it took really long. But after Antisocial dropped, we were like, bro, let's do some more songs. So we weren't at this point, we weren't even thinking of making it an EP. We were just like, let's do some more songs. Yeah. So I think the first song to be like made for Dakotaromani was the Benny song, because Tana already had an open on that Mike Frost beat.
Tana probably left Benihana's with Giuseppe.
Yeah.
It's a good spot. Have you hit the food truck on Hollywood Boulevard yet?
We barely even, what's the newest place we ate from? Shake Shack? That was like the only place
it's be bussin'.
Nah, it was crazy good. Like, for us, that was crazy.
Nah, Shake Shack, that Shack burger, you got the double?
Yes, bro. We got this. We got the lemonade, the milkshake. I got the iced tea.
You got a milkshake? Lemonade be bussin', bro.
That was tough.
Okay, so back to the EP. Back to the EP.
But Dakotaromani, the first song that they made off it was Benny's. And then the second one was Dakotaromani. The intro to it. And there, like, I was just messing around at first. The parts where Tana comes in, I had those already done. Like, I had his parts done. And the more I listened to it, I was just like, I want to do something nobody else has done before. So that's when I I took out the parts where Santana's rapping in the beginning, and that's why there's that back and forth part. It's like, you wanna go me, she wanna, and then he starts rapping, and then like I just made that happen throughout the whole song, and then like we played it, and we played it with the gaps. So at first it was just like I would be rapping, it was just awkward silence, and then like an hour later, Santana comes back and he shares his screen, and it's just like this big like. It felt like we were ascending from God, bro. Like it felt like, bro, it was crazy, and we were like, yeah, this is the one, because like, it was just something nobody's really heard before, and that really solidified the whole marching band thing. Because in the beginning of the song, it was that doof, doof, like it sounded like you were walking out on a football field.
It's just like, it just feels like some shit about to happen,
bro. Literally, it was crazy. And then we were like, yeah, this is the one, and we already had that Benny song done. So that's when I was in my head, I was thinking, okay, so we can just drop all these at once. I thought those were gonna be the only two on it at first,
and then the Go Free,
and then the Go Freestyle, like a week before that. But week before that song was made, Richie had first hit me and Santana up, and mind you, we like Tana was blowing up, but we didn't expect it. Like we were expecting it to go like that crazy. So when we both got hit up by Richie, we were like, "What is going on?" So
it's a great feeling, bro. Don't ever like.
No, it really is.
Don't ever like. Keep that, man. Like, let this shit always be like that. Bro.
It's always a surprise. Like every day, it's something new, and I love that, man.
Keep that, man. Don't grow up too fast, bro. Enjoy all of it.
Definitely.
Well, another thing I noticed from you, besides dropping like the EP, you're just dropping a lot of singles. Like, what's the thought behind that? Why haven't you put out a full project?
A lot of it, well, for me personally, a lot of it has to come with the fact that I'll record like. I don't record a lot due to the fact that I'm so picky when it comes to beats. Like I'll look through beats for literally 3 days before I record something.
Yeah.
And so like when I do record something and it's really hard, I don't think to let me put this on a tape, because in my head I'll think that it'll get like it won't get as much recognition as it deserves.
Yeah.
Because it's around a whole bunch of other songs. So like when I feel like it's a really, really, really good song,
same day, next day,
it almost like I'll maybe preview it, I'll maybe drop a trailer, and then it'll probably be out like the next week. But now I'm starting to really get into more of the structure of things, like
the cohesiveness of a body of work.
So like now I'm starting to slow down when it comes to dropping like every other month, just a single. Okay. So like right now, like the song Moment, like that's gonna be a longer process, and I want to do like a tape and stuff.
So like, you are working on a project
exactly,
right now.
Yeah, right.
You have a name for it? Is any
not that I can really say, just because like I want it all to be a surprise.
I feel that, and that's respectable.
Exactly,
as it should be. Well, you did. We could talk about the 16 EP. Which is pretty hard. A song on there stood out to me. It was a 16 song. Also one of the most popular songs.
Yeah.
It's a Wheezy type beat. Can you ever see yourself locking in with like a producer like Wheezy?
Oh yeah,
a whole
definitely.
Project?
Definitely. I would like before I would just look up Gunna type beats. Like,
okay.
Bro, I love the guitars. I loved all the other instruments that they
Turbo.
would use. Exactly, bro. Like those beats are crazy to me.
Them like, and it also, you know, what's crazy too. Like it kind of goes hand in hand with the drum shit.
Exactly. Like there's so many different instruments you can use for the little marching band thing, and it can be flipped so many ways.
That'd be crazy. Imagine Wheezy and Majin work together on a project for y'all.
Majin could work with anybody and make it sound good. I promise you.
That would be hard, man. I'd love to see that.
Yeah.
Now I definitely want to see that. I can't wait to see, like, as much as I'm loving this, you know, music from you guys, I'm gonna really thoroughly enjoy you guys mature and grow and really see y'all take this and make this even more crazy.
Exactly, man.
Like
that's the plan.
You know, like a year from now, like it's gonna be fucking scary with you guys. Like, and you're mixing, you know, you guys are now, you're doing songs with Richie, like producers are hitting you up, like gonna see you. I can't wait to see all you guys in like studio sessions with like Pharrell and like, you know what I'm saying, Rick Rubin and like shit like that. And Majin's working with those people. That's gonna be really dope to see.
Exactly.
It's so sick.
I'm excited for it all.
It's gonna be really fucking sick. Well, all right. What are you listening to right now? Like what? You know, have you gotten into that mode of like rapper where you just listen to yourself or like?
I mean, there's times that it's like that. There's a lot of times that it's like that. But recently, like with how much like I'm driving around and stuff, obviously I'm not gonna just play myself.
Yeah.
But like right now, I'm heavy on Yeet, and I'm heavy on this guy named SGP West.
Okay.
And those are like my top two right now. Like,
I heard of Yeet.
Like their sounds are so unique. Like it's nothing you've heard before. Like imagine Majin's producing as a rapper. Like that's literally, it's so crazy. The way he manipulates his voice is just, it's nothing you've heard before, bro.
Jeez, all right, I gotta go check all them little homies out. I did hear of Yeet just on some shit. I think somebody tried to reach out, but actually, literally, like I think it was yesterday or today. Some manager tried to reach out, but I'm gonna go check it out. And
he is definitely hard, bro.
For sure. That's good. You know, second time hearing it. Okay. Well, the fans want to know: can we expect any, you know, music from you, Faygo, or an Ssgkobe?
Definitely Kobe. Like me and Kobe are like in the past 3 days, like we've like our chemistry is like really good. Like even with Tana, like us three are just like collectively like really locked in. I definitely would want a song with Faygo. Yeah. And I feel like I'm happy that I didn't rush having a song with Faygo when I first met him, just because my sound wasn't even fully developed. So it would have just been like, it would have been Faygo featuring Faygo. Like I would have literally just copied whatever he did, just because like I didn't really have a developed sound at that time.
You were a kid at the time.
Exactly. My voice wasn't even fully developed, all that.
You were a kid.
Exactly.
You were a kid.
Now I feel like it would be more of a dynamic if I worked with Faygo. But I would love to work with Faygo.
And I see you know, you got the Vivian Westwood and everything. Like, are you big into fashion? And
I'm starting to get more and more into fashion. I'm not gonna lie, like when I was like in elementary school, I couldn't dress at all. Like I did not know how to match clothes, none of it. I would just throw it on and that was it. But like now, like getting to see the world and see how people dress, bro, it's exactly, it's starting like
this. You're at the age where your taste is fully building.
Exactly, bro.
You're at such a tender age where it's like, and then now you have the money to go do. Like when I was your age, I had all the taste in the world.
Exactly.
I had no fucking money.
Yeah,
but you know what I'm saying? You could go into the spot. You're in a great space, man. Because like it's like maybe mentally having it, but you know you physically can't get
exactly.
it. That's supposed to make you hustle harder so you can get it. For all the kids that want that shit.
That's definitely how it was though. Just seeing everybody designer clothes, designer this, change this, change that. It makes you want to get it yourself.
I see there's an earring. What kind of earrings is this?
These are the Last Suppers.
I noticed. I knew that. Yeah. I'm like, well, how you? I ain't never in my life seen a nigga with a Last Supper earring.
Yeah, that. I mean, I'm pretty sure my dad. Like, I originally wanted them because I think my dad had them.
Oh, okay.
But he had circle ones. And his looked like a penny. But these ones are like rectangular. I kind of like them. I don't know. I had the choice between them, so I just picked the rectangle ones.
That's hard, man. Yeah, that shit hard for shit show. I see you got the stacked pants.
Yeah.
Good V-long. Shout out Bari, man.
Definitely.
Sheesh, man. Do you ever see, you're tall, man. I can see you walking some runway. Would you ever do that?
I would definitely, like, if I got the chance to, bro, I would take that in a heartbeat. To model for somebody, that would be crazy.
It's gonna come. Especially being around Zach too. Zach the man for that.
Yeah, bro.
LV trunk soon will be at the house.
Not too long.
Yeah, man. Well, all right. Well, what's your like your dream collaborations? Like, what do you who do you really want to work with? Artists.
Well, it was always RPX, but it was X for the I would work with X in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
And it was always Uzi. It was Uzi and X were just always my that was my aim, was to at least get recognized by them. Get some, like, I feel like I accomplished something if I got recognized by them. But to have a song with them, that's definitely a dream. To have a song with Uzi, it would change everything.
That's crazy, man. It's gonna happen, bro. in time. You keep working, you know, be consistent like you guys are already doing. I'm for sure it will happen. All right, well, this is probably one of the most important things for the fans right now. Antisocial 3. Is that recorded? Who's on it? Will we ever see it?
It is, as far as I know, there's not an Antisocial 3, but that doesn't mean it couldn't happen. Because there's plenty of, like, bro, me and Tana talk about it all the time, that there's plenty of big artists that want to be on an Antisocial 3 that I'm not gonna name, but there's
there's already crazy big artists hitting y'all up.
Like, it's literally just a line of people that want to be on an Antisocial, and like we're always thinking.
Are we talking like? Are we talking like A-list?
We're talking about like B+ list, like. Sheesh. But it's slowly getting up there.
They DMing y'all, like
they're DMing both of us for real. Some of them even DM Majins, like.
So big rappers already hitting Majins up for beats.
Majins is going crazy. Like, I've never seen a producer grow that fast, and especially
I haven't seen all you guys. All of you guys are growing at a fast rate. Like, what do you think is that behind that? Why do you think you guys are having such success growing your community and growing y'all career so fast? Because some people struggle.
Yeah, exactly. But I think a lot of it comes with the fact that we're so young, and there's a young audience that feels like they can follow in our footsteps, and like if they're 16, 14, 13 and doing this, why can't I do this? And I feel like they look at it in a way to get inspired.
Okay.
And it definitely helps build a stronger connection with like a fan base, just because like a lot of them are close in our age, so they feel like it's easier to connect with them.
Okay, bet. So what kind of advice would you have for someone that's trying to get to your level right now?
Don't listen to none of that negative stuff, because 99% of it is just somebody that's mad that you're doing something they're scared to do.
Which is facts, man. Keep your block, your guiders up. But you also can't be, you know, crazy and not listen to anybody. You do have to
for real. You know. Yeah, I mean, you'll know if it's somebody genuinely trying to help you, or it's somebody that's just mad that you're in a position they're not.
Okay. Well, who's the craziest rapper, like big wise, that hit you up that you were like surprised by? Like, they know who I am.
Definitely madeintyo.
I saw a repost.
He hit me up today. And he's
tapped in. He was at the last show. He was at the sex show. He's tapped in. His DJ tapped in. J-Mac. So like that don't surprise me.
Madeintyo, like
he's tapped in.
Like, I've known of Madeintyo since the song with A$AP Ferg, Ned Flanders.
Yeah,
that song in my 2016 8th grade head was nuts. And I've always like kept up with him just because like he was one of the first people on SoundCloud that I listened to. So yeah, I got hit up by him today, and like seeing that was just like, it's all coming full circle.
Yeah, which is crazy, man. It's a good feeling, bro. Don't, like I already said, man, keep that feeling, bro. Don't. This shit happens fast and very fast, you know. Okay, with, you know, speaking on that, just keeping stuff and feelings and shit. Like, how are you handling all this fame and success such at a young age, like mentally?
I mean, it's just like, I try to not look at it like, I definitely try to humble myself to the fullest extent, just because like this stuff like this can be taken away
any moment.
This. So I try to look at it like it's more of, I'm fortunate for all this stuff to be happening to me, rather than I deserve all of this.
Okay.
So, like when it comes to interacting with fans, when it comes to interacting with people like in person, like a few days ago, some guy in a shoe store knew me, and I just like, it felt like not even back home people do that. So like it felt so like accomplished, and like I said, like it feels like I'm really fortunate to be in the position that I am. So yeah, I just try to look at it that way.
It's a good perspective, a good way to look at it, man. Always be thankful. You know, you guys are working hard for sure. Well, we all do this, you know, close it out. What's your message for our generation?
My message is to keep your head on a swivel. There's always gonna be people that are trying to get in the way of what you want to do. Just make sure you keep those people out. You don't want to surround yourself around people that are gonna bring you down. You only want to go up. So that's definitely something to keep in mind.
And I think I just kind of forgot this. What is your creative process like? Like how do you get to the point where you're creating something new, making some new music?
A lot of it comes from hearing like Majins will either be in he'll be making a beat, or he'll just be like, y'all want to listen to beats, and we'll either listen to beats or help him make a beat. And from there, I'll just punch it. Like, I don't write my music, so I'll just lay the beat, and then I'll punch in, and then I'll do it like 100 times. If I mess up, I'll just redo it. Mm-hmm. And then I mix myself and everything.
So you don't write at all?
Mm-mm. I haven't written a song since like I'll write down like little bars that'll pop in my head when I'm like in the shower or something. Mm-hmm. But other than I haven't written like a full song since like I first started rapping.
Okay, man. I feel that. Well, all right, man. Yo, bro, keep doing your thing, man.
Appreciate that.
Keep going fucking crazy, man. All right, yo. Peace out, guys.
All right.